Bonjour everyone, welcome to season 4 of This Our Daily Life. So a lot has been changing since I've last checked in with you guys. So originally I thought that we were going to be staying at the big house that we had, and we did not. So that all changed, and we ended up moving to a much smaller place. It's kind of like a little cottage, and it actually ended up being really nice because the big house that we were in, we had a lot of neighbors who just weren't very friendly to us. The association that was renting the house was terrible about the grounds, and we lived in an HOA, so that made it real fun for us. And but we moved to a really nice little spot. It was actually my dad's place that he was at because my parents had separated for a while. So we all ended up moving into that place, and things have been, it's always very my relationship with my father is always very precarious, but I feel really good about the place that we're at now, just with relationships with the family, with where we're located. It's only like a few minutes from the house that we used to be at. So we have like the big house and the little house. So we're at the little house now, and it felt very much like a blessing, and the move was so easy. I was literally praying nonstop for people, like, please, just all that I want for you to do, because we're like, how can I help you? And they said, just pray for me. And so we had, within 2 days, we had all of our furniture in there. We still need to hang a few things on the walls, but other than that, like, it's all done. So that was the easiest move I've ever done. That's the 8th time we've moved. So I do have a bunch of videos that I need to put together, that I put together throughout the move. For this new season, I am currently editing my book that I wrote. I was writing a book maybe about 2 years ago, which is so weird to say, and it's not that book. It's a children's novel, so I'm editing that, and I really like it. That was, as a writer, it's a very rewarding thing to go back and be like, I like this. I actually really like. I like the characters. It feels fleshed out. It feels like what I wanted to write and what I was afraid that I couldn't write. So I'm very, very happy about myself with that, and I'm hoping that it will be a success, and I'm praying that it will be a success because we need that. So anyway, once that's all finished and everything, I may not release the book on here. I don't know. I don't know if I ever want this YouTube channel connected with my stuff. I don't know. So anyway, I am very, very happy about it. Just super, super happy about that. Right now, I'm in this beautiful little space because I'm house sitting once again. I always feel like I check in with you guys when I'm house sitting, but I house sit twice annually, so it's always my little getaway, and I get paid for it, which is wonderful. I'm so happy about this. My skin is like perfectly clear right now. I have no makeup on except for a little bit of eyebrow stuff. I have like a little something here, a little something here, but other than that, I have nothing. I've been so good with my eating. One of the things that I've been working on a lot is doing like chewing more gum, which I know sounds weird, but if you have like an oral fixation, you feel like you need to eat something, chew some gum, and chew like some healthy gum. So I have some Spry, which probably isn't like the very, very best, but it's better than eating a bunch of extra calories or carbs or whatnot. Some goals that I have this year are, I have been working on just taking better care of myself, just, physically, especially, and even with appearance and things. To me, it's just never been very important, but my mom made a point that, it's for other people, and I've always known that, and it's almost like you're married to the world. You present yourself to the world, not for their affirmation or anything like that, but just because it's kinder, and it's like people will pay attention to you more if you are beautiful. That's just how humans are. So just trying to pay attention to more of that myself. I tend to really downplay my looks because I can be very beautiful if I want to be, and honestly, I really don't care. Like, that isn't the main thing that I want people to know me for, is my mind, and I think that that's just a very, it can be a little bit snobby though on my part, because I can be like, some people are all about looks, and if you're all the opposite way and you're like, anything about beauty is just vain, it's also imbalanced. So you want to be balanced. So I've been working on that. I got a full ride scholarship to a university, which I'm really excited about. So that means that I get to go back to school, which I'm a student at heart. I love school. And I want to teach. I also want to study film, because I've been feeling more and more that films are what I'm supposed to do, which is a little bit scary, because film is it's such a nebulous thing, you know, and so much of film has been like so polluted. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with anything. My mom's all about this. She's all over this. But there's the Epstein case that's coming out, and there's been a lot of different things. So like the NXIVM cult in Hollywood. There was something else. My mom was telling me something about the Playboy Mansion, and I do not understand why porn is still legal. And I was telling my mom there's certain things that I just think should be illegal in film. There's things I think should be illegal in video games. There's things I think should be illegal in photograph. I don't understand. I mean, I know that people would still do it. It's kind of like making drugs illegal or whatever. But at least we could at least we could tamp it down. You know what I mean? People are just so affected by the visuals from such an early age, and it's really difficult to get images out of your head. It's not that it's impossible, but it's like very, very difficult. And most times it just brings you down a slippery slope, and it creates a lot of havoc. So anyway, but yeah, so film, it's so nebulous. It's been so polluted. And then there's like, you know, people who try to make good films and they're just so cheesy and you just kind of want to die. So, I have in my arsenal like a lot of stories that really do need to be shared, and especially like old classic stories that are just really good, that I think would make amazing movies that I would like to see, and I think that other people would like to see. So we'll see how all of that goes. I really, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, if God wants me to do film, I'll end up doing it. And I've thought about this since I was in the 7th grade about what sort of like how I'd want my studio run, like how I'd want the actors to be treated, what kind of food we would eat. Like I had thought it all out, you know. Anyway, but if success is going to be something that you know is given to me, and I do work hard for things, you know. But what I'm saying is, if fame came to me or something, to me, that's not what matters. What matters is getting the stories out and helping people to kind of reframe what they understand about story, because story has largely been taken away from us. And even if you just go back, and I've been watching like a bunch of What's My Lines from the 1950s, their vocabulary was so high, and they had such class, and we don't have that anymore. So I don't think it's impossible to get it back. People are always like, well, everything's just going to pot, so I just might as well go along with it. And it's like, Rome fell, you know, saying to my mom today, Rome fell, and they thought like Rome will never fall, you know. And you know, and it always goes into these stages where everything is like debauchery and just awful, and then it all collapses, and then a new society emerges, you know. And with America, it's like we're only 200 and some years along. I mean, it's, you know, of course there's going to be some kind of collapse, whether it's, you know, under the radar or above the radar, it doesn't matter. But you have to be always waiting, so that when the pieces all fall, the good people can be there to pick it back up again, you know. Don't give up on stuff just because, don't throw in the towel, I guess. So yeah, so we've got a lot of that good stuff going on, and I just wanted to quickly show you guys around the house. So let's see. We've got here. So we have this sweet and adorable little room, which is the loft area. I'm gonna back up here so you guys can see it even more, but I love how they decorated this. So, and pardon my towel, I've got my towel there, but isn't that just the most precious thing? I love the suitcase stack thing. They've got like really cool little lights. These are the kind of lights when I have my library one day eventually. I want to have these. They're like those industrial lights, and like the steampunky thing. Where's the gear? Right there. Yeah, those are absolutely lovely. I'm gonna go downstairs, and I always put my things on the table, so pardon the table. So we've got this little room here, little bathroom. Then you come over here, and they redid this, which I love the way they decorate. It's kind of hodgepodgey and just super cute. You know, just things on the wall, super cute. And here's Miss Madams, and Miss Maddie may not, but who I call Madams. Maddie might not be with me the next time that I come to house sit. This could be my last time. Oh, Maddie. But she has been such a good girl. Who's a good girl? Who is you? Is it you? Yeah. She's been just so adorable, and the other dog that they used to have, Max, I used to call him Maxim and Madams. He passed away a year ago, so it was just really sad. But you've been such a good baby. Yeah. so funny because my other dog is so full of energy and she's just like barely getting by. Okay, anyway, so then we've got the kitchen, and I've got my loads of supplements and things over here. And then we come outside, and I was gonna sit out here for a little bit while I did some more editing, but so they've got this little thing. I love their plants. I want to do something like that with my plants. Isn't that just adorable? I absolutely love it. So anyway, I definitely want to model my garden after this. I need to start a garden. And they have that little sweet arbor over there. It's just so cute. And the lights. So adorable. Okay. So anyway, I guess I just wanted to just say, like, main goals for this year, I think, are school, book, and school, book, and beauty, and then money will happen as it happens, you know. I don't have any worry about that. I just need to be more smart in the way that I obtain money instead of running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I just think that's a good frame of, you know, mind for me to be in, especially for this new year. Just not paying attention to, you know, don't look to the left or the right, just go plow forward. So thank you all for watching my channel. I hope you guys get something out of it. And honestly, like, this really is for me because I like to see my life unfold. I like to remember certain things, and I like to share certain things. So like if someone, you know, especially like high schoolers or middle schoolers or whatever, if they're like, what's it like to be an adult, you know, I want people to know what it's like, and I want people to be able to see the little daily things, but I don't necessarily want us to just be talking all the time online. I think that's a waste of time. So go out there, live your life, have a wonderful day, and I will be making more videos.